Today, we're going to jump into some seriously game-changing AI tools that you can actually use right now to completely change the way you work and create. So let's get right into it. Just imagine for a second, what if for your next big idea, you had an entire creative team at your beck and call 24/7? I'm talking an expert researcher who finds the perfect info, a top-tier graphic designer to make everything look amazing, and a lightning-fast video editor. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, that fantasy team, it's not a fantasy anymore. It's real, it's ready to go, and it's all powered by AI. So let's meet the members of your new, super-powered creative team, one tool at a time. You know, every great project kicks off with a single idea, and that idea needs some solid research to back it up. But once you've got all that great info, you've got to present it in a way that really grabs people. So let's start with the first member of our team, the researcher. Okay, meet Perplexity AI. Now, don't think of this as just another search engine. It's more like an answer engine. Instead of dumping a huge list of links on you that you have to spend hours digging through, Perplexity does the hard work for you. It reads everything, pulls together the key information, and gives you a straight-up summary with all the sources cited. It's like having your own personal research assistant. So how does that actually work? Well, let's say you ask it something like, what are the latest AI tools for business? Google or another search engine would just throw a bunch of articles your way. Perplexity, on the other hand, gives you this neat, easy-to-read summary of the most important tools, tells you why they're a big deal, and even links you to where it found the info. It's a massive, massive time saver. All right, so Perplexity worked its magic. You've got your data, your key points, your message is solid, but now you have to build the actual presentation. And we've all been there, right? Just staring at a blank PowerPoint slide, wasting hours messing around with fonts and layouts and trying to find the right images. It can be a total creativity killer. This is where your AI graphic designers come into play, Gamma and Tome. These tools are unbelievable. They can generate an entire professionally designed presentation from just a single sentence. You give them the idea, and boom, they create the design for you in seconds. Now, they're both amazing, but they have slightly different strengths. You can think of Gamma as your go-to for really structured, professional-looking slide decks. It's also great for documents or even simple web pages. Tome, on the other hand, is more of a storyteller. It's fantastic at weaving your ideas into a really compelling visual narrative. And get this, the process is just ridiculously simple. You can just type in a prompt like, create a presentation about AI in healthcare. And a tool like Gamma will spit out a full slide deck. I'm talking a title slide, agenda, slides filled with relevant text and images, and even a conclusion. The whole thing is formatted and ready to go. Okay, so you've done your research, you've built a killer presentation, your idea is polished and ready for the world. So what's next? Well, you've got to give it a home online, a place where people can actually find you and your work. Now, if the idea of building a website makes you break out in a cold sweat, let me introduce you to your new web developer, EdemAI. This thing works at a speed that is just hard to believe. It can generate a complete professional website. We're talking text, images, a contact form, the whole shebang in less than 30 seconds. No joke. And the best part? You don't need to know any code at all. You just tell it what you need. So for instance, you could just type website for a yoga instructor in Accra, and Durable's AI just builds a site that's perfectly tailored for that business with all the right pictures and words. You can then go in and tweak it, but the heavy lifting is done in seconds. It's wild. So you've got your website. Now you need to get people to actually go to it. Say hello to your new social media manager, Opus Clip. This tool solves a huge headache for anyone who creates content. You can take a long video, like a podcast or an interview, upload it, and its AI scans the whole thing, finds the most interesting, most viral-worthy parts, and automatically cuts them into short, shareable clips. It even adds captions and formats them perfectly for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. Okay, so we've covered the serious stuff. Research, presentations, marketing. Now we get to dive into the really fun part, pure creation. Let's step inside the AI art and audio studio, where your imagination is the only rule. First up, this is Leonardo AI, your personal illustrator on demand. You need a cool thumbnail for your YouTube video, a character design for a story you're writing. You just describe what you want to see, and Leonardo generates these incredible, high-quality images right from your text. The possibilities here are, quite literally, endless. And what about sound? For that, we've got 11 Labs, your personal voice artist.
This is, hands down, one of the most realistic text-to-speech AIs out there. You can type out a script, and it will read it back in a voice that sounds shockingly human. It even has voice cloning, so you can create an AI version of your own voice. It's perfect for things like video narrations or audiobooks. So we've put together a pretty incredible toolkit so far, right? We can research anything, design amazing presentations, build a website in a flash, chop up social media clips, and even create custom art and audio. But there's one last piece of the puzzle. It's time to bring it all home for the grand finale. I mean, let's just pause and think about that. We've seen how AI can handle information, design, and even create static things like images and audio files. It can find facts, make them look good, and give them a voice. That alone is pretty amazing. But that brings us to the ultimate question. Can AI take an idea, just a simple description straight from your head, and turn it into a living, moving video? Can it actually create a world from nothing but words? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Meet Runway ML. This is the director and the video editor of your AI team. It's a whole creative suite, but its most mind-blowing feature is text-to-video. It does exactly what it sounds like. You type out a description, and it generates an original video clip from scratch. This is truly where science fiction becomes reality. And this is all it takes. A simple prompt. Something like, futuristic city with flying cars at sunset. You type those words in, and Runway's AI doesn't just go find some stock footage, it creates, from pure imagination, a brand new cinematic video clip of that exact scene. The power to be a film director just by typing on a keyboard. It's here. So let's wrap this up. The tools we just walked through, these aren't some far-off concepts from a tech conference. They are here. You can use them today, and they are completely changing what it means to be a creator. The future we've all been talking about, it's not coming anymore. It has arrived. Just look at this new workflow that's now possible. You can go from an idea to deep research with Perplexity, build a beautiful presentation with Gamma, launch your brand online with Durable and Opus Clip, fill it all with custom art from Leonardo, give it a voice with 11 Labs, and then bring it all to life with full video creation in Runway. The entire creative process just got a massive upgrade. And that really brings us to the final, most important question. In a world where you have this unbelievably powerful creative team in your pocket, where the technology can finally keep up with the speed of your ideas, what are you going to create? Because now, the only thing holding you back is your own imagination.